Hi, this is Monty from Motorpark Vehicles and welcome to another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us. This is our lovely 2012 on a 61 plate VW Golf. It's a 2-litre TDI match DSG automatic, covered just over 78,000 miles, 2 owners from new, so the previous owners had the car since 2012, with 10 VW service stamps, 2 cam belt replacements with water pumps and 2 DSG gearbox oil replacements as well. So I'm going to briefly walk around the car and give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now you might get a bit of glare from the sun, I do apologise, it's just where it's hitting the rim of the camera, so I'll try and be as brief as possible. Now, why do we do these videos? It's all about trust, honesty, integrity. We try and tell you how it is. I'm only human. I don't intentionally want to drag someone down here to have a look at a car that I've misdescribed. But doing these videos, which take about 7-8 minutes long, hopefully that will give you a good view around the car, quite detailed, so you know what to expect when you come and have a look at the car. So as I mentioned, she's a 2-owner car. The previous owner, I think it was a dealer demo, and then the previous owners have bought it or purchased it, and it has been impeccably looked after. So when you are looking at other VW Golfs around this sort of price range, ask the garage, has the cam belt been replaced? Because most of the time they don't, or it's been done once. Now on these particular VWs, they've got to be done every 5 years or 80,000 miles, one or t'other. All right, doesn't matter if this car only covers 10,000 miles in 5 years, it's got to be done in that 5-year time. So it's been done twice on this vehicle, and it was done on the last service as well, which was also done by the previous owner. We will be putting a new MOT on the vehicle when we sell it. It's got about 2 months left on it, but we will get that done. Now the only thing I'm not too sure if it's been done or not, the previous advisory mentioned about rear brake pads, but it's going to go and have a safety check, and if it needs the rear brake pads, well obviously, because I can't find any invoices that state it's been done, but the important stuff has. Cam belt, water pump, not cheap job to do, they're £400-500, been done twice by the customer. I think it was done once in 2017, and then again recently. I think it's done 74,000 miles when it's done. And the same with the gearbox oil. They've got to be done between 38 and 40,000 miles. Ask the next person who's going to sell you your new car, has the gearbox oil been replaced? Because if it hasn't, it can affect warranties if there's an issue with the gearbox. So this has been done twice. It was done at 40,000 miles or 42, done again at 74. Okay, so you can't go back on things like that. You can't go backwards in service history and pretend something was being done. It's all documented, all the invoices and all the paperwork, service book, all stamped up. Anyway, I babble on far too much because I do really get excited about cars like this that have been genuinely looked after by the previous owner, and I'm sure it will go to a lovely new home. Now, front and rear parking sensors on this car. You've got cruise control, and oh god, I'm just trying to think if there was DAB. There's no navigation on the car. It's got DAB on it, which works absolutely fine. Now just go down the side of the car. You're going to have a few little stone chips here and there, which I've touched up the best as possible. There was a couple of little marks on alloy wheels, but nothing major. Passenger side front, driver side front. It didn't warrant me having wheels repainted. And again, you can normally tell by customers, you've got Bridgestone Tires all the way around, I think. Is it Bridgestone? Bridgestone or Continental on the back. You've got Bridgestone on the front here. Can't remember for the love of God. Bridgestone, so Conti's at the back, Bridgestone's at the front. But all right, they may not be the same make, but at least they're on the same axle and the same type of tyre anyway. So going down the side of the car, believe me, it all looks lovely. You're going to have a few little hairline scratches, a chip here that's been touched up, but for a 10-year-old or nearly 11-year-old car, you'll not be disappointed. Really won't. I mean, look at that exhaust. That's how I picked the car up. Look at that tailpipe there. Car was garaged all of its life. Lovely, mature couple had the vehicle. So 4 electric windows, electric mirrors, heated mirrors, all the original mats still in the car. And again, you're not going to be able to see all this because of the sun, you know, but the interior is lovely. Automatic headlamps. Can't remember if it's got auto wipers or not. Let's say no. But cruise control definitely works. All the multi-function steering wheel buttons all worked as they should do. Air conditioning, super cold. Rear armrest in here as well. Let's just pull that down so you can see that. But yeah, based on chatting to the couple who had the car, I don't even think the rear seats have been sat in. There'll be pictures of the boot all open as well, because she has got a space saver spare wheel. All good round the back. You've got a couple of little touch-ups that I've done. One here, and I think one there, and a couple of tiny little marks that I've tried to polish out as best as possible. And a couple that were on the front bumper, and I'll show them to you very shortly. Let's just have a look. Look at that in there. Honestly, we have not. I'd like to take credit for all that, but I can't. Previous owner. Again, you're not really going to see too much on here because the sun is shining on the side of the car, but she's in really good condition. I put a new set of centre caps on it because that was the only thing that I think I really needed to do. We had a couple of little trolley dents, but we've had them addressed. But I mean, they were small, tiny. I even remember where they are, and I can't even remember where they are now. Adjustable height, driver and passenger seat. As I mentioned, DSG gearbox. Gearbox oil being replaced twice. Touchscreen infotainment system. No navigation. A lot of people think, or a lot of garages put there's navigation on here. It hasn't. And there was a couple of little, so back wheels are absolutely fine. The front wheel here, but I've just done a couple of little touch-ups just there. I'll try and get in with the camera, but nothing major, really isn't. I'm probably picking holes in a car that majority of customers who are going to come and have a look at a car that is 10 or 11 years of age will know it's not brand new. They'll know it has some imperfections. But believe me, it is a lovely car. I think there was one or two little stone chips on the bonnet, which are around here, which I've touched up. There was a little stone chip on there, which I've touched up, and a little one up here. Okay, now again, these videos are not designed for us to pick holes in our car. I want to tell you how it is. So when you come and have a look at it, it should be, and it makes you laugh actually, when you're pointing this stuff out to customers, that's the first thing they come and have a look at. But in terms of how it drives, in terms of the history, in terms of the ownership, I really don't think you'll find a better car out there. I really don't. Again, that's probably me being biased. It's my own car, but yeah, she is lovely. So just to finally sort of like, you know, sum up, this car will come with a 6-month warranty. Okay, it's a nationwide warranty, so whether you are 200 yards up the road from me or 200 miles away, you can take it to any VAT registered garage and they undertake warranty work. They'll look after the car for you. So please don't feel that if you are buying this car and you're at a distance, you've got to bring something back. You don't. We don't actually have the facilities here to actually work on any cars. Everything is subcontracted out. Finally, we don't charge you any admin fees. We don't charge you any documentation fees. The price that you see is the price that you pay. And I've tried to advertise this car really competitively. Now again, the same thing with Auto Trader. They tell you what to advertise the car for, and I'll just walk around the car again as I'm just summing up. They tell you what to advertise the car for, but they don't actually tell you the car could have 10 owners with no service history. It tells you to advertise it for the same price. So on this particular car, yeah, ownership, service history, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I can't tell you how I really enjoy driving this car, and then you could tell it has genuinely been looked after by the previous owners. That's it. Let's just get around to the front of the car. There we go. So thank you very much for your time, and hopefully we will speak to you soon. So give me a call, send me a text, an email, whatever you want to do. My name's Monty. I'm the only one here, so you can give me a call on 07525 35 36 37. Many thanks. Take care. Bye bye.